Hello and welcome to Mat Pilates. This is the 8th in a video series of 10 that I have here on my YouTube channel, and it is layered with Mat Pilates, and then there is Hatha Yoga mix, and then there is chanting with harmonium, just to get a little bit of each in a 10 day, 10 week, 10 month series, however you would like to use it. This Mat Pilates sessions, I'm incorporating the Pelvis Clock work, a little bit different in each video, and this time today we're doing 12 and 6, and those little pelvic tilts from the deeper core is really helpful to stabilize lower backs and SI joints, hips, and lumbar, middle, and upper spine, really the entire back and hip area. So I'm glad you're here, and we're gonna bring in our magic ring and get started. So let's meet laying down onto our mat, please. So from here, let's take the ring between the upper inner knees, and we're just gonna hold it right there and put some good traction on it so that we are feeling a connection from the knees, adductors, all the way to the core and the entire front of the spine, and especially the lower abs. Right now, palms facing down, the spine is neutral, and then we're gonna tilt with the lower abdominals. We're gonna bring the 12 o'clock spot, the middle section, top ridge of our sacrum, onto the mat from the lower abs with a nice hold onto the ring. And then we're gonna tilt it down to the 6 o'clock spot, which is the tip of the tailbone, the coccyx area. And then we'll come back up to the 12 o'clock spot without clenching the glutes, just lower abs. So we'll keep on going back and forth with that as we hold that ring, and put a good squeeze on the ring so your adductors are active, so that we are kind of calling upon the core to activate and help us out to stay nice and stable and wake up into the lower abs, and creating some good awareness into lower abdominals and to untie any knots in the SI joint and the lower back area. And we'll just keep this going for 6 o'clock spot and 12 o'clock spot and 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock, and there might be some spontaneous adjustments going on. Lower abs are doing the work, or the entire abdominal region is doing the work. And the glutes and the legs are not clenching to move the hips. The legs, the adductors, they're just holding that ring. And by now, you should feel this in your adductors. That helps us to find the lower abs. The inner thighs should be fired up. So we'll do another 4 right here, 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock, and 3 more, 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock, and keep squeezing that ring, and 6 o'clock and 12 o'clock. And then we'll come back to neutral spine and take the ring from the knees and take a leg stretch. Right foot up in towards the padded area of your ring, and the left leg comes forward. And if you don't have a ring, just use your hands. And we can put a little nice flex onto the foot by really flexing the foot into that pad onto our ring, and get the whole calf area to release, open up, and open the pathways for the legs. We'll be moving them around a little bit here soon. So here we are. Press the head, adjust the shoulder blades, inhale and exhale. And we have the sacrum on the mat, and the lower back is slightly lifted. And then from here, we knit the ribs together, and then we coil ourselves up, head towards the ring, ring towards the head from the abdominals. And then we release it back down and switch legs. Left foot up in the ring, ball of the foot, release the right foot down, palms facing down, neutral spine to start, slight micro bend into the knees. And then from here, do a little extra flex into the foot, and you'll feel it in the back of the leg, calf, maybe the knees. There's a neutral spine right now for the leg stretch. And then we inhale, and then we'll take an exhale, and then we roll ourselves up, and the lower back will come into the mat. So there's no opening for the lower back. And we'll use abdominals to lift ourselves up and to get even a little bit more stretching into the back of the leg and wake them up. And then exhale, bringing it back down, and take take the ring away, feet flat. Take the ring inside of the knees, just like before this time. Turn the toes slightly out, palms down, and we'll start our bridging up and down. First, put a nice hold on to the ring. Then we're gonna roll from 6 o'clock to 12 o'clock, all the way up to the top of the shoulder blades. And then we roll back down vertebrae by vertebrae. We call upon our glutes and our lower abs to help us with this. 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock, squeeze the ring, roll each vertebrae by vertebrae up to the top of the shoulder blades, and then we roll it back down, vertebrae by vertebrae, and come to our 6 o'clock spot, and then 12 o'clock, and we'll just rolling through the spine from the super steadiness of our legs, vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae. And again, we'll keep it going. We'll do this another 4 more, rolling up each and every vertebrae, and then rolling it back down each and every vertebrae, and sending the 6 o'clock spot and the 12 o'clock spot down, and then bringing it back up. Squeezing the ring, lifting up, inhale and exhale, and bringing it back down, vertebrae by vertebrae. And we'll do 1 more, and we'll take it all the way up. And then from here, we're just gonna squeeze the glutes up, put good traction onto the ring, make it nice and thin. And we pulse up for 8, 9, and we pulse. And we pulse up for 8, for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we hold it up. Lower abs, glutes are active, and then we're going to squeeze in and release back out, and squeeze in and release out, and squeeze and release, and squeeze and release, and we'll keep it going. 5 more, and 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and 1 more. Bring it back into the thinnest sliver that you can make your ring, and then we pulse and pulse and pulse and pulse. Lift the hips, squeeze the lower abs and the glutes for 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then we roll down vertebrae by vertebrae by vertebrae, and come down to neutral spine. And then we'll take the ring away and take it into our hands. And I'm just going to make sure that I have space behind me. We're going to use the arms. You might want to check the same. Arms are up to the sky. Sacrum is down on the mat, and then we'll take that 6 o'clock spot down in the mat and knit the ribs together and hold the core together, pubic bone to solar plexus. And then we'll have fingers, long fingers, and palms together, and then we're going to reach up and over and take the biceps towards the ears, and then we'll bring it back up. Give a good squeeze on the ring. Reach the arms up and over and back up. And the lower back stays in the mat, and the abdominals, intercostal layers, the whole chest, the entire front side is being activated. And the arms are being warmed up. Shoulders, chest, lifting up and over like somebody's gently pulling your arms behind you. And we'll keep it going for another 5 here, reaching and bringing it back up, and reaching and bringing it back up, and reaching and taking it back up, and another 2. Lower back is in the mat, lower abs are working hard. Inhale and exhale, and then we'll take it back up to the sky and take our legs up into tabletop, and opposite leg is going to go out and the arms are going to stay up, and we're going to put some good pressure onto the ring. The lower back is into the mat. Right leg reaches out and take it back in, and left leg reaches out and bring it back in, and right leg. And we'll see if we can keep the knees over the hips and keep that nice engagement into the lower abdominals. and long legs, like somebody's gently pulling your legs away. Exhale, reach, bring it back in, and extend, and take it back in, and extend, and back to the 90 degrees. And lower back stays into the mat. We'll do 8 more here, and 7, and 6, and 5 more. Keep that 12 o'clock spot into the mat with the help of the abdominals. And we'll do another 4 more, and 3 more, and 2 more, and last one. And then bring the knees into the chest. Take the ring to the side and hug your knees in. And from here, we're going to come to series of 5 by holding on to the ring with our arms. So we're going to start by taking that ring again around the padded area and having the ring straight up. We come back to 12 o'clock spot in the mat, lower abs are working, and then we'll do our single knee stretches with the right leg in and double pulse and reach the arms up. Switch, double pulse, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. Lower back stays in the mat. Reach the arms up. We'll do 3 more. We'll do 2 more. Knit the ribs together, and we'll do 1 more. And then from there, we're going to take both knees in, bring them in, and we can reach the ring forward, and then arms and legs opposite direction. And squeeze it in, double knee extensions. Inhale and exhale, and exhale and inhale. Exhale the air out, crunch the abs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and inhale, and 3 more. Reach arms and legs opposite directions. Keep that 12 o'clock spot into the mat, and we'll do 1 more. Exhale and inhale, and then we'll take the legs and the arms up, 12 o'clock spot in, single leg drops. So we'll do pulse down and pulse, double pulse. Arms are reaching up, 12 o'clock spot is into the mat. Abdominals are working to keep our legs nice and steady, hips steady, shoulders steady, and legs are doing the switching. And we'll do another 4 here. Double pulse, 3 more, and double pulse, and 2 more, and then we'll do 1 more. Double pulse right, and double pulse left. Both legs up for double leg drops. Arms and legs opposite direction. Sweeping the arms and legs and bringing it back up. Arms and legs and bringing it back up. And inhale and exhale. Keep the lower back into the mat, and we'll keep on going for another 4 here. Exhale and inhale, and extend, bring it back in. We'll do 2 more. It should be felt in the side body too. And 1 more, and bring it all the way back up. Bend the knees for bicycle. Alternate the legs. Inhale and exhale. 12 o'clock spot is into the mat. We'll do 8, 7, 6. Reach the arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the legs in. Take the ring to the side for a moment and take a little pause. That was a lot of work for the abdominals. From here, we're going to roll our way up, seated spine roll, up and back down. So from here, take the ring, beloved ring, back into our arms, and legs forward, knees slightly bent. If you are comfortable doing this with fully straight legs, by all means, do that. Arms up and over, and then we'll take the arms to the sky, and then we'll look over between the knees
and reach the ring and roll ourselves forward and come with a nice straight spine and arms forward, arch the belly in, use the abdominals and roll back down. Inhale and exhale and bring it back up and rolling vertebrae by vertebrae, taking our arms up to the sky and forward, and we roll back down. It should feel good for the spine, and it should be a lot of work for the abdominals. And exhale, 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 and reach it up, and arms forward, and exhale, 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 back down, and a nice inhale, reach the arms to the sky, gaze forward, roll your way up, arms to the ceiling, and arms forward, and we roll back down. And we'll do another 2 here, rolling up and rolling back down. Inhale and exhale, bringing it all the way back up, arms to the sky, arms forward and back down. And then we're going to take ourselves all the way up and turn ourselves around, arms up and forward, and bring it all the way up, and take ourselves onto kneeling, please. So we're going to take the feet flat, arms forward, and from here hold on to the ring, fingers long, and then we're going to drop ourselves back and come back up, and drop ourselves back and come back up, and drop ourselves back and come forward. We're firing up, stretching quads, lower abdominals, strong foundation. We'll do another 5 here, and another 4, and another 3. Lower belly is lifting, another 2. There should be a little fire in the quads by now. Take it back up, and 2 more, bringing it back up, and 1 more, and from there we'll take it all the way back, and hands down, turn sideways on our mat, and come to side kneeling by taking we'll take the right leg out to the side. And from here, we're going to take it over to the left side and do a twist and turn to the floor, and twist and turn to the side, and bring it back up, and calling in a little bit more obliques. Twist and turn, and twist and turn, and take it back up. Seeing if those hands can be glued in the pads on the ring, and seeing if our biceps can be nice and even around the side of the head, bringing it over and twist and turn and side and straight up, and again over, twist and turn and side and back up. We'll do 2 more, bringing it over, twisting and turning and taking it over and up, and 1 more, all the way over and twisting and over and back up, and then we'll switch to the second side. Take the left leg out, right leg is underneath, arms up to the sky, and then we'll take it over to the right side, tailbone down, lower belly lifts, taking it over and twist and turn and to the side and straight up, and again twist and turn and to the side and straight up, and again over to the side, twist and turn and side and straight back up. We'll do another 5 here, twist and turn and side and straight up, and 4 more, twist and turn and side and back up, and 3 more, twist and turn. Get those obliques, get the strengthening for the side body, get the strengthening for the hips, get the twist and turn for the lower back. Maybe there's some spontaneous adjustments that makes different parts of our body just fall right into its correct place. Last one, Inhale and exhale, and then we'll take it back up and take the ring down and take everything back down. We're gonna lay onto our backs and continue on with the obliques by putting the ring between the upper ankles by the lower legs. Okay, we're coming all the way down and taking the ring right above the ankle bone, right around above the ankles, and squeezing it, taking our hands up to the sky. They should be feeling it after squeezing the ring. For most of our exercises today, we're gonna bend the knees and then we're gonna bring the legs out and take the knees and touch the triceps and bring the legs out at an angle, touch the knees by the triceps and press back out, knees by triceps and bring back out, knees by triceps and out, and exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale. We'll do 4 more right here. Lower abs is working nice and strong, pubic bone to sternum, and 2 more, and 1 more, and then we'll continue on, but we'll take the hands behind the head and we'll do a little crunch lift at the same time. So legs comes forward at a 45-degree angle, 12 o'clock spot is down in the mat, and then we'll take elbows to knees and extend back out, and elbows to knees and extend. Exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale and inhale. 4 more here and 3 more and 2 more and last 1. And then from there, we bring the ring back up, hands around the ring, and bring it all the way back down. Put the ring to the side, turn onto your belly, and take Cobra, please. Forearm Cobra. And palms down, elbows under the shoulders, and you can stretch your feet back, and you can pull your ears back, and inhale and exhale. And pull yourself forward and get a nice big stretch for your abdominals, all the way from the pubic bone up to all of the ribs and intercostal layers and up to the sternum. 1 more breath and then exhale, bringing it back down. Come to child's pose, please. Big toes together, knees apart, arch the spine, press the palms, activate your abdominals. Inhale and exhale. And then from here, coming up onto all fours and giving ourselves 3 cat-cows to reset all of our abdominal and hip buttons that we've been working. We'll just flush it out. Inhale and exhale, using the abdominals to take that spine up to the sky, and then we'll come to neutral spine and come to a seat. And thank you so much for joining me today for this practice, and I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to share the video with a friend, and also meet me in the next one where we will do a hatha yoga mix with hip openings and some really nice steady standing big steady, did I say steady, poses. So we'll do those in the next video, and I'll see you there. Thank you so much.